I'll talk about this for a second because weirdly enough, I've got an unusual amount of history with this champion. It's not really going to be punished by Rakan too hard. It's going to actually do exactly that. It's going to punish this lane.
He's the target of an invade here. Dandem jumped over the grub wall.
Actually, they've just completely sent in. Q comes down. First blood for Bucci. Nice and easy. Dandem going to get himself a grump as well.
Yes, that early ward placed down by Bucci really ratted Velia out in that one. And because he's taking Ghost on this Gwen, which is pretty standard, doesn't mean you don't have the flash to get away from these early plays, as Baus now might just lose his own flash.
Red buff on Bucci. Able to secure the kill. Nice and easy.
Yes, I'm not sure what happened up there because he got a pickaxe on his reset going into that Eclipse most likely.
Reckless has found Bizguard. Bizguard is going to not get caught because it's actually over to Baus, securing a kill onto Bucci. Bizguard now in danger, going low. Reckless will secure the kill with the auto. Catching up Velia, putting him behind, then getting the solo kill in the top lane. And then suddenly, Los Ratones just answer out with 2 solo kills for themselves. They're now going to transition this into that Chemtech Drake. Grubs aren't even up yet, so there's no response here from Los Ratones.
Difference between those top sides now. Like you want to leverage this reaction strength early. Like you want to play for these grubs here. We'll see if it's able to do it as Bucci's gone in, but again, only level 5.
Got a big chunk, but Baus is continuing to fire away. Baus has that ultimate. Secures himself that feat of strength. Secures himself the solo kill. And he doesn't care, man. He's just walking at Dandem and Calmsky. They have to back off and cool it.
Grubs. DMG won't have anything to do about this one. The real question becomes the threat here. Potential dives on these solo laners. Baus has walked up way too far.
He's got flash, just able to break away from Dandem. Nice little knock-up as well, just to send him packing. They do catch onto Bucci here. Bucci just eating a little bit of poke. I say that, the curtain has been called. The shots are coming in. That's 1, that's 2. Here comes the 4th shot. Bucci on the run, has to flash to break away. Meanwhile, Baus could be under some serious threat here. DMG going to be closing in. They've got that knock-up. Baus doesn't have the ultimate. Does try and get himself away, but he's caught inside the misfortune. Knock-up onto multiple people, keeping himself healing with a passive as Bizguard makes his way forward. Fateski's going low. Baus is doing his best to hold on. Is able to get a big chunk of damage out of all of those players and clear the wave. But ultimately, DMG with 4 killing.
And they spent a lot of time down there as well. Velia, in the meantime, has been farming up a Storm. 2 plates over mid lane to Nemesis. Top side of the map as well. Bucci had to recall, and so this, the whole tower's gone, man. Like, yeah, you killed Baus, but at what cost?
Not going to be on any real threat here. Kamsky does have the crescendo available, not going to throw it down. As it looks like Los Ratones have turned their attention towards this dragon. Dandem's making his way over, though. Baus not actually in the area. Nemesis, no TP. Not going to be a problem for the side of Los Ratones, though. They're able to secure themselves
Against the Baus here. It's not looking too hot, as DMG might be trying to contest these grubs, but it's going to be kind of hairy.
They want to go for it, though. Velia doesn't actually feel like they're up for the fight. I am surprised by that, considering how ahead Los Ratones are, but they're happy just not to coin flip it. They got 5 grubs. There's no point potentially giving over some kills and losing a lot of your tempo just to secure that set. Crowley, Bucci's teleport. Bucci being a bit greedy there, overstaying.
Yeah, well, I mean, that's, Crowley.
Long for Los Ratones to then widen this gold gap even further. I say that as Baus potentially finds himself in a bit of danger, trying to make a run for it. Is going to look for the knock-up onto Calmsky. He's able to evade away from him. And Baus, I think he's just recognized he needs to clear the wave and keep the tower alive. And that's exactly what he's going to do. All of those get picked up. Baus will trade his life out. But again, what's the cost? They lose the Rift Herald. They may even lose their top lane for this. That is a massive chunk on the Bucci. Caught by the ultimate. Reckless has to jump away as the bullet time comes out. And Bucci walks away with 53 HP. The charge of the Herald comes in, though. And that is going to be mid lane tower going exceptionally low. I don't think Calmsky's really got the defense. They're actually going for the old runaround on the Herald here. Just going to make a run.
He's going to try to steal the dragon with it.
No way.
Here he comes.
Here he comes. Dandem's in danger. Doesn't get caught by the knockup. Velia has to use the W already. No flash available. He gets caught by the crescendo, and all of the lockdown catches him in place. Velia having a little bit too much fun with that one.
That was an interesting play. That is certainly one of the plays of all time in League of Legends. Not going to work out, but I respect it. It looked pretty cool. It looked pretty funky. But he's going to fall. He wasn't worth a huge amount of gold, so I guess it is what it is.
We got our Archangels, I guess. That's my one bit of copium there. So he got a lot of mana to work with. Reckless finds the knock-up into the double knock-up from Nemesis. Deadly Flourish keeps him rooted. Calm Sky flashes away into the waiting hands of Crowny as now Dandem's being run down. Caught with another knock-up. Double kill for Crowny. Teleport coming in as well from Baus, and Fateski needs to be careful. That is a scary, scary Cho'Gath.
Going down here. The question is now, 18 minutes into the game, what are our next focuses? Because we've got 3.5 minutes until Dragon, 1.5 for Atakan. I would say, like, Los Ratones are...
Over. Looks like they're out looking for something onto Velia, though. Has got the needlework and the ghost. Is going to get jumped onto. Jumps over the wall. Throws down that W for a bit of safety. It's going to put a bit of extra damage in. Dandem's actually starting to go a little bit low here. That Snips catching on as Velia ease away. Throws down the ultimate. Dandem now has to flash away. There goes the Crescendo. Only hits onto one. The flash from Baus secures the kill. Into the knock-up. Another needlework comes down as they continue to try and put some damage out. Silence into all 4 members. Baus finds the knock-up. He needs to clear the way for that. Bullet time is making quick work of him, but Calm Sky collects another kill. The Sona is getting fed and no one else.
And the question remains, at what cost? Bot side is getting hammered by Nemesis. The mid-tier 2 has now fallen in favor of Los Ratones as well. Yes, they picked up a kill, but DMG lost so much on the map.
Now, so it's going to be nigh impossible to steal it. Dandem not even going to think about it at this point. They're going to pick this up. Nice and easy, and Baus, just another stack for him, and he's left to collect the flowers.
Oh man, DMG now. It's all falling apart. It's a tough game for them here. The question is, how do you really get back into it? Obviously, that's not an easy question to answer against the likes of Los Ratones.
Another good little bit of copium news for DMG fans is Dragon Soul's probably not going to be on the cards this game, and if so, it's a long way away. They've been able to pick up 2 dragons, so they've happily been able to secure valuable this game. There's an Eclipse, there's a Bloodthirster, and there's a Sona with an Archangels. He is going to be absolutely cutting through their shields, opening up into Nemesis. Deadly Flourish goes wide. Crowny's trying to make a run away, and it looks like Dandem is going to get popped. Nemesis able to secure that kill, and now the curtain has been called. Fateski caught for the knock-up. Nemesis doesn't quite hit on with the Q, but he flashes over. Fateski's going low. Nemesis secures himself one as Bizgard runs away. Caught in the knock-up, though. Nemesis's damage is absolutely brutal here. He gets the triple. He gets the quadra. They might even go for it. Bucci's on the run. Nemesis jumps over the wall. The team are going to continue to chase. There's the Deadly Flourish. In comes Nemesis. It's going to be a penta, baby. Nemesis with the penta!
Pentakill for the rat in the mid lane. Nemesis hit that Infinity Edge, hit 3-item spike, and he decided to end the game there. And then 5 kills on the bounce. 0-0-3, straight survive. 5-0-3. Didn't have to mess about with that one, did he? He took his time to get his first kill in the game, and once that came down, the rest soon to follow.
That was absolutely beautiful from Nemesis. He's just been slowly getting crazy strong this game. Velia actually gets outsmited, but I don't think that really matters too much to him. Doesn't get caught by the Q and misses the snip. Kamski's coming in. Velia is going to get so much damage down. Sends him packing. He's still got the needlework, and now the double kill for him. Bizgard's trying to make a runaway, flashes over the wall, and Nemesis is there. It's the time for the Gwen to get the triple. Oh my word, Los Ratones looks scary as hell.
That is horrifying to watch, dude. Nemesis just 1v2'd the ADC and mid in that previous team fight, and now Velia's 1v3 as well. That's just not cool, man. It's not cool at all. I think DMG will be happy to see the back of this game.
Mid and bot lane haven't died once this game here for Los Ratones. They've been having an absolute killer performance. Fateski throws out the bullet time, trying to kill them, not going to get it. The curtain has been called. Bucci will fall, and in jumps Nemesis to secure a double. Down they go. It wouldn't be a Los Ratones game without Baus jumping onto the fountain, but game 1 in the bag.
Angle, actually. Yeah, first of all, it's pretty much only Reckless that we have seen play Janne on more or less regular basis as a support. But second of all, you can kind of see how it could work here. Probably as well not the champion that I would necessarily see in this composition.
Yeah, NLC, it's been unique. A level 3 gank from Sejuani will certainly fit that bill.
No.
Here he goes.
Nemesis gets some damage in, doesn't quite get enough auto attacks to reset the W. Has got his jungler in the area. Nemesis still holding on to that flash. There's Dandem flashing forwards. Nemesis able to break away, but the lockdown is there. And Bizguard secures first blood.
DMG will be starting up this dragon as well. Though he may be in the area. I think they'll be contesting this one though. Bows.
Yeah, I don't think he's living that one. Tries to take the minion taxi away. Bucci hits level 6. He loses like, what, 2 minions for that as well? Bows. Kind of struggling here, as this is pretty typical Los Ratones. They do actually favor grubs over dragon. Started by DMG. Velia, not level 6, is not able to really do much about this, as DMG secured themselves a single grub and run away. As actually it looks like Baus in a little bit of danger here. Has got 6, but the problem is Bucci has ult, so he can just block it. Baus going for the old wraparound. Is just gonna look for a taxi away. He's just being a menace.
He is absolutely a menace. He always is. 2 grubs were picked up top here for Los Ratones in the exchange. But then crucially for Dandem was able to actually sneak one away before that all got set up. So don't get 3 grubs. Don't get that nice contribution.
There's the
Here
ult.
we go.
They're going to go in for the knock-up, and everyone gets caught in place. Reckless jives in, finds the lockdown, and Fatesky flashes away. But that is not going to save him long. Velia's the one to secure the kill. Dandem too slow to the play. Be a bit of a rough one there for Fatesky. Is Baus just looking to get a proxy farm on. The problem is Dandem's in the area, so Baus is going to get a Q off. Going to throw the ultimate out and actually make it a 1 versus 1. Ult comes down, though, from the side of Bucci. Baus tries to minion taxi away. He will go down. Clears most of the wave. But ultimately, that's his second death of the game. He's now TP'd back to the top side, and Bucci a little bit slower on that play. Does look like Los Ratones are thinking about making a play here. Bizguard needs to be careful. Shockwave pulls him back in, and down he goes. Nemesis has had a lot of disrespect for Bizguard in this game.
Beautiful. All right. Yeah, that is it, mate. That shockwave catching Tristana mid-leap. The second death to Nemesis. The second time he's had flash available while he's died. If this is just a free dragon as well, then DMG will be laughing, but that was close to being a steal from Velia, which would have been criminal as well.
Potential play. Crowny's in the area. I don't think Dandem really wants to make this happen. They have been spotted by Karmsky there, I think, with the Scryers. Secure themselves 2 grubs, make it 4. Happy to give up 2 in response as DMG maybe looking onto Velia here. Velia gets the ult thrown onto him and has to flash the wall. In comes Baus, sends 1 pack in there, continues to chase forwards. Dandem being chased off. He has smite though. No smite available to Los Ratones. Able to trade out without ultimate. If he had ult, that was an absolute kill. As Bizguard getting a little bit of poking coming in onto him, but Velia's trying his best to hold this one down. The lockdown's going to be enough to kill the Janna though. Trades out 1 for 1 in a 1 versus 3. Velia did their job.
Yeah, is that worth it? Is that worth it for DMG to get a kill onto Olaf though? Is Baus? I don't think
if they can kill Baus. Maybe it will be. He has got himself the flash. Bucci's losing a lot of HP. Baus goes in. Crowley slides in behind and secures the shutdown. Dandem's going low. Baus gets the Q, but that's not going to be enough for Dandem. Dandem's going down. Another shutdown. It was the Long Kong, baby. They were just funneling gold so Crowley could get the shutdowns. Nah, that was criminal, man. How did Bucci get caught?
That timing was actually perfect from Baus, though. Velia's getting caught himself.
Has got a little bit of sustain, finds the lockdown. True Shot Barrage goes a little bit wide, but Nemesis is chasing forwards, waiting to see if a W is going to land as Crowley finds stun damage onto Fatesky. Needs to be careful himself as they're going to continue to chase onto him. Crowley has to flash. Los Ratones getting a little antsy for the fights here, and they're doing it quite scattered.
Very close stuff for DMG. Now, crucially, 3rd dragon on the map. It's sole points.
Baus goes for the wallbang, gets himself caught out, and he is going down for the 4th time this game. Heartbreak for Los Ratones here.
They will get that tower on the top side as a result. Not a bad trade, and all things said and done.
I mean, we saw Nemesis in the last game go 2,500 gold up in his lane towards this Rift Herald. Are we seeing God's bleed as Bizguard gets caught by the damage? Shockwave lands in. They find the W, the Seraph's there, and that's going to be the shutdown for Nemesis. Able to break away as Calm Sky finds the lockdown. Nemesis flashes away, but Fatesky chasing forward. There's the Janna ultimate to keep them locked in as Nemesis is going low, but the Magnet Storm will pull everybody in, and Crowny secures a kill onto Calm Sky. Dandom's going low. Can Crowny find the shot to finish him up? I don't think he can. This is just going to clear out the wave. Baus died in the middle of that as well. Los Ratones find an answer back, but they're still bleeding on that top lane.
Yeah, it's a 2-for-1, but solo kill bot. Fake ski.
Oh, fake ski! Not able to get the damage in. Crowny secures the kill. 4-0.
Oh, but man, once you die here, you lose a turret, another kill to Crowny. This is when this play actually starts looking pretty bad for DMG.
And it hasn't been perfect punishing, let's be fair, as in comes the ultimate actually on to Olaf. He's trying to kill up Velia, but Nemesis is able to finish him up. Baus just runs in with a steadfast presence and watches the person who's been causing him so much grief this game go down.
Los Ratones take everything. They take so much on the map. They punish you for that. It's something that the other teams here in the NLC do not execute very well. Bucci with all that attention. Something had to happen there, man. Something had to happen, but as it stands, nothing. Free kill, and Los Ratones even up.
Enough to upgrade the W now? I can't remember. It's been a while since I've played like this build on Kai'Sa.
I think that's enough between
it should be
those two. I think it
is. Because you get a bit of AP in Gwynsu's as well, to be fair. So yeah, I think they'll be very happy with that one. Velia just gonna look for a little bit of an annoyance onto Dandem, who does get caught. Knock up lands onto Velia. Is maybe their opportunity to jump onto him. He's thrown the Q down, so the Arcane Smash is there. Reckless, no Magnet. Storm, Velia, no ultimate as well. Bucci jumps in, and now we're going to see that Olaf trying to do some work. Reckless can flash away. Doesn't want to be going to kill up, but Crowny maybe in danger. Faceke's going to flash forward. They try and keep the threat damage up over there. I can't see what's going on because we're moving back towards top. Reckless is so low. Oof. Can he go down? Are we going to see him finally die today? Reckless breaks away with the W as Kamska chases forward. Faceski finds himself the kill. Reckless is finally slain. Baus is making his way over. Crowny has no abilities to keep himself going. There comes the ultimate from the Pop. He's going to try and turn the numbers around. That might not be the perfect play, but they're going to turn it as now Dandem's going low. Crowny is chasing forwards. It's a double kill on to Nemesis. Make it a triple. Somehow, Los Ratones stay in that fight.
In real time. We've seen them do Nash right here, and I think it's gone absolutely no response for DMG. Blitzcrank was dead, so
there to jump in onto Crowny. They're going to summon the Herald here. Someone needs to go deal with Bucci though in that bot side as charges coming out from Herald. Nemesis needs to be careful because he could get caught by that ultimate. Isn't going to get himself caught yet. Dandem will finally be seen by the sapling as Dandem jumps forwards, gets caught by the Arcane Smash. There's going to be the ultimate onto Velia. Velia throws down his ultimate in response as in comes Bucci. That Magnet Storm is not going to do anything. They're going to try and find some damage, but in comes Crowny. Can they get the kill? They take out Reckless. They take out no one else. Baus is coming on the flank though. Velia still alive. Dandem low HP. Can Baus actually find an opening for his team? Bucci gets some damage in onto Baus, but Baus able to break away. DMG are firing on all cylinders versus Los Ratones here.
It is a return, the turret for a kill. Top side is just going to fall by itself.
Unbelievably close. If he didn't shield, he was going down.
But is it enough to do anything sexy here? Baus is playing with fire right now, and he is burned. Some 7-degree burns right there. That was reckless. Sounds like a toddler at a firework festival. I'm not sure what that was about. But fair enough, Baus, mate. You distracted them from the dragon. Yeah.
Mop up.
Ooh, yeah, no, I agree fully. In these team fights, Nemesis has mostly been the cleanup crew, which is great for Tristana.
She's here.
Resets.
He's got ultimate. They're going to look for the damage. I don't think that's on. Magnet Storm lands onto multiple people. In comes Baus. Interrupted with his ultimate. Crowny goes golden for the moment. Nemesis chases forward. They're going to try and break away, but that's not going to be enough. Baus belly box forward. Faceski secures the shutdown onto Crowny, as that's going to be Nemesis who gets a kill in response. It's a double kill once again for Nemesis. Wallbang comes in. The triple's going to be there for Nemesis, although Bucci almost kills Nemesis in response.
The nail in the coffin for DMG's hopes in this game. It was all looking a little tumultuous, but kind of even up until this point. And no other champions referencing.
I'm sure one of the 4 Shaco mains can tell us.
Shaco has quite a lot of mains. You'd be surprised. Really neat champion.
The only one I can name is Pinkward. That is the only Shaco player I can name. Like, all have their own names.
Yeah.
Now they're just masterworks.
Initialize was complaining about this as well, but we're going to get the fire here.
Velia. He's going to put the lockdown in, and then Nemesis jumps forward. That's going to be so much Nemesis! Oh, Nemesis goes down! They do answer out with Bucci, and Crowley's on tidy up Juicy this time around. Los Ratones secure a triple kill onto their ADC. Bizguard is the only one left standing, and Baus is just being a menace. Going to clear out the wave, shove it in. I don't think this Orianna is going to be able to deal with all of Los Ratones making their way forward. The death timers are too long. He's trying to clear the wave. He's trying to save the day, but he is going to get bot back onto the fountain. Baus sends him back. Oh, I've never seen one that close. It takes forever to get there. Baus just going to wallbang him back onto the fountain. Nexus will fall. Baus will fall as well, as is standard here for Los Ratones. It was a longer game, and DMG actually look like they've got some serious teeth on them, so I'm excited for them in the lower end of the bracket. I really am.
These were some of the best highlights from today's matchup. Which moment was your favorite? Let me know in the comment section below. This is OP, and I'll see you tomorrow. Take care.